for calling. Please hold for the next available agent. Thank you for holding. The next available representative will be with you shortly. Thank you for holding. The next available representative will be with you shortly.
What's happening, guys? I hope oh shit, the reverb on that is fucking ridiculous. That might be why. Yep, that was why. Sorry, I had monitoring on for some reason. And for some reason I also had, yeah, this is taking the piss. So I apologise, I do have some new equipment. We now have a fee-fine deck. We also have a brand new headset and mic. We also have a very expensive mic on the side, but unfortunately, like a knobhead, I absolutely forgot to order the right cable. So what we're going to do today is say hello to the Alan Wake update. Holy shit. So, as you all probably know on our most recent videos, the Phasmophobia update included a character update, which was a massive push, and unfortunately didn't go according to plan. It definitely did not. It was very sour. It was the reception it received was detrimental, basically. So they have pushed forward an awful lot of fixes, so we will see some of that today, which for one also includes, yeah, still slightly janky feet, but I can live with that. The wrist appears to be a little bit better, because before it was like really looked like it'd broken. That looks much better there. Anyway, so they are some fixes. We shall see how we go along with them as we try and play. So what we will try and do is we're going to do a couple of little things here. Is one, you can see there is so many different changes right now. There's cameras absolutely everywhere playing random video footage that I have absolutely no idea, because I am not au fait in Alan Wake. We also have, or need, more trophy space, but I'll explain that shortly. We have a writer's desk, and I'm not going to give too much away right now because I don't want to spoil it for those that haven't got around to playing it yet, but I'm sorry if you don't want any spoilers. I would kill this video right now and just go play it. Learn these for yourself. So the first thing I've already noticed is the music, which is rather cool. Nice little thing. And obviously some of the maps have changed. So as you can see here, Nell's Diner is now... where are we going? What are we doing? Oh, sorry. To see these, we actually need to go there. So yeah, we've got Nell's Diner, which is now Odia Diner. We now apparently have Cauldron Lake, Coffee World, and Elderwood Palace Lodge. All sound really fascinating. Will they be effective? I do not know. Will it be worth it? I do not know. Anyway, so I do apologise first of all because this new mic that I'm currently with is only temporary, but the sound quality appears to be, well, for lack of a better term, piss poor. I am absolutely loving all of these old style monitors. They're literally CRT TVs. For those that are young, shall we say, you whippersnappers out there, you won't even know what one of these are. But basically it was a tube with a TV with a tube in the back, because that's how shit worked back then. You know, none of this fancy LED. You literally had a visual display unit there with, I believe it was a cathode tube or something that used to come out of there. And that was the size of the TVs back in the day. You could never wall mount one of these. Ever. I mean, you could get some description of a wall mounted bracket that stuck it on a wall, but it was tacky. Anyway, that's far too much overthinking of TVs. Other than that, we have a writer's desk now, which is, I believe, Alan Wake's, to which, obviously, you can do this.
Phasmophobia
There we go.
by Alan Wake.
And then this.
Something had shifted. The investigators saw immediately. Ghost hunting contracts for GHD were always strange, but this was something else. Beyond the obvious change in the room, the television sets, the chalk drawings, there was something more subtle. A dark and unseen presence pressing against the fabric of reality, about to rewrite things for an unknowable purpose. The feeling had emanated from the typewriter that had manifested in the middle of the room with faint clacking of keys. More
Jesus,
imagined
this
than
guy
heard.
talks.
The story on the page the investigator was now reading, was the description of what was happening to them now. They were trapped in a story.
I have one little bit of feedback on that. That voice is the next David Attenborough. And if you do not know who that legend is, you seriously need to educate yourself. That voice could be the next David Attenborough. I would listen to that all fucking day long. And also there's this weird ass contraption on the floor here. So there is a little note that goes with it, which I will allow to demonstrate now.
He shot the moose in the woods, but he did not shoot the deer. He took the deer to his house, and there he made her his wife. We laughed, but he set us straight. The deer is dear to me, in more ways than one, but a moose steak is never a mistake.
Interesting. So I believe that's a cryptic clue and has something to do with all of these, which I will demonstrate later on. Don't know how I'm going to demonstrate because I don't know what I'm walking into. Lisa's still in there. For a moment there I actually thought she was naked. I thought that was a butt crack, but it's not. That's a blessing. And of course the board's been updated. Phasmophobia by Alan Wake. Strange pages have been appearing from the manuscript called Phasmophobia. The mysterious author, Alan Wake, writes about a darkness seeping in, a shadowy presence, another world overlapping with our own. And somehow the fiction written on these pages is becoming reality. The manuscript also describes a group of ghost hunters with the ability to purge the shadows and unravel the mystery. It's up to you to assume the role in the story and protect this reality from encroaching darkness. Locations: not quite old, not quite new. Camp Woodwind, Nell's Diner, Bleasdale and Grafton have all become areas of overlap. So I actually don't know how I've achieved community points already, but I'm not going to complain. Personal points, I am aware that I need to use the angel lamp, which we'll go through shortly. Reveal worlds of power, I do know what that is. And find dolls and solve doll puzzles. So, find dolls and doll puzzles. So on every single map there's at least 3. When you've got them all, they appear here. I think it's up here or down here. And then apparently you have to solve a puzzle down here. I have fucking no idea. Anyway, so before we do actually dive right into this shit, first thing I'm going to do is just flick over, enter my Steam broadcasting on, so that my good friend Reaper can join in and watch how much of a tit I make of myself. So just give me 2 seconds while I do that. Settings, broadcast. Manage broadcasts. Waiting for a response. So I was going to do a Tanglewood just to warm up, but what I actually want to do is I want to do a little exploration. So we're going to cheat a little bit. We are going to cheat, just because I want to familiarise myself with the Alan Wake update. For some reason my stream's not working. Don't know why. There we go. Phas. Updated. Ted, what the fuck? Phas. Update. Update broadcast. Right, so we are live. So that's fantastic. That's one less thing to worry about. Right. So we are going to cheat. What do I mean by cheat? We're going to do an exploration on Nell's Diner. To do an exploration on Dell's Diner, we are going to do this. Let's edit this. Let's put that to 100. Ghost. So this is all we're going to do. Is we are going to drop that. Drop that. And we are going to turn on friendly ghost. We won't get anything for this, but I'm okay with that. Because what I want to do is I want to do these little bits first. I'm going to try and explore and see if I can find these. So the idea here is that there's 3 collectibles on this map. There is 20 word things that need zapping. And there's a shitload of shadow ghosts to kill. So,
I believe it's time to go play. So I think we will.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
yes sir.
There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby.
Yes sir.
Must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here.
Yeah, but we're not bothering with that.
You may be able to use it to your advantage.
Well, no shit. So, straight away, go here. Shadow figures. So we gotta basically obliterate all of these, and there's a specific way to do it. So to do that, we need this. Which is a wand! And then you just do that against them all, I believe. And we also need... Oh, we're supposed to use this. But... I apologise, this mic is ridiculously quiet. But what I'm going to do is use this instead, just because it's a trillion times better. And we are going to use this. So we'll turn that on. Let's go and have some fun. So it has literally been updated. It's now Coffee World OD Diner. At least you can still do that, I suppose. I believe we can actually go in through the back, but I'm not gonna, because we're gonna do a sweep and clear basically. We'll walk around. We'll do all of the things first. All of the shadow figures. Hello, Alan. Looking very sharp, sir. Very Keanu Reevesy. So, oh look, there's one. So these guys are creepy as fuck. Don't know if you can hear that. But basically, that's the aim of the game. So we gotta go around and clear all of these. Oh, creepy new noises. Oh, hang on. Hold that thought. I need to step outside for a moment. Number one, the circuit breaker's gone off, but number two, it's actually too bright in here, so please do give me a second.
Thank you for calling. Please hold for the next available agent. Thank you for holding. The next available representative will be with you shortly.
My apologies about that, guys. I am currently back. Where were we? Right, so that's done. Right, the little bastards broke the breaker already. I don't actually know where the breaker even is in here, but we're going to try and find out. Oh, it's right there. Oh. Can hear one of them buggers breathing behind me. Somewhere. Let's just make sure we've done all of it here. So I believe that is it, literally, for the shadow figures. In here, anyway. Let's go and have a nosy. So, they don't do anything to you, they don't hurt you, they don't kill you, they don't damage you in any way, shape or form. Why is there a toolbox there? And it won't even let me pick it up. That is much quicker, by the way. Look at that, it's instant now. So these ghosts that we hear, just creepy as fuck, basically. They don't hurt you. But yeah, you gotta do that to them. Go! Look at this as well, though, look. Holy shit. I mean, come on. How freaking awesome is that? And then you turn the lights off, it's like it was never there. Fantastic. Let's have a nosy in here. It is quite creepy. So I could do two birds, one stone here, and I could walk around doing both at exactly the same time, but I like to try and concentrate as much as possible. Little bastards. Oh! Creepy. Creepy as fook. And we just tripped the electrics. Kind of figured that was going to happen. Oh, mate. He looks like he was sat there from morning after the night before, throwing his guts up. Oh, hello, buddy. How you doing? You do some dishes. Yeah, someone's got to. I'm just going to turn the audio down a little bit for you because it is rather obnoxious. Especially when you've got a quiet microphone for some reason. No point trying to strip the lights on because it's not going to work, but never mind. Hello, buddy. What are you doing? Like? Don't know how I feel about that, about them being outside at the same time. But anyway, never mind. So I believe we just got the kitchen to check. Let's go put that breaker back on while we're here. Oh, look at that. Oh, hello. I swear it wasn't there a second ago. Who am I to judge? This motherfucker really needs to stop inventing on me. Hey, that's just uncalled for, man. I could swear we put friendly on. Anyway, right. I believe that is the ghosts done. Or shadow figures, as they are called. So all I'm doing now is listening to see if I can hear any more of that whispering, which I cannot. Which means it's job done! So now we're gonna switch to UV. And now we're gonna go find all the shit. There we go, there's one. So I believe there's 20. They're not stupidly bad. But some of them are a bit tricky. I have no idea how many that is. Why is that telling me there's one up other? They are in stupid places. Like that one. Look at that. This motherfucker really does like to event, doesn't he? Look. Oh my god, look at the outfit. How creepy. I bet you he's just raped my sanity. I'll put money on that. Oh, we got another one. There it is. So they do actually supply you with a UV light. But this one is a little bit better. I say a little bit. Fucking miles better. I think it's time for a bit of Dusty. Ah, it didn't work. Work, you silly thing. Now what are you doing? Stick that there. Ah, Dusty's trail. Ah, it's blown the electrics. Again. So, stick that on.
Let's follow
there we go.
The path of Dusty's trail, oh Dusty's trail.
Something I've been keeping from you is number one, when you do them, the arrows disappear so you don't get confused. And by the way, there are 2 new ghosts. They have introduced 2 new ghosts. Yep. Don't know why. Love the names of them, but we'll deal with that later. Especially given that one of them's actually called Aswang. I'm pretty sure it's Aswang, but come on. Aswang. Let's make a laugh out of the damn thing, you know what I mean? I've seen that. There's another one up there. This UV is so much better than the one that they actually supply you with. Ridiculously better. See, look at that massive difference. Yeah, I could show you the other one, but it's pointless. This room's tricky, I think. Yep. So this one's hiding under here. Creepy. There's gonna be, what, at least one in here anyway. Oh, that's a tricky one, because the chairs are in the way. Well thought of, guys, you know, stick a chair in the way. Mind you, everything was simple. Oh, that's a big one. And easy. Another one behind a bin. I think I was about to say I think we're nearly done, but we are not. And there's another one. Oh, where's that one gone? There we go. What was it? This is something place. Creepy much. Doesn't help that I actually have 0 information on Alan Wake, because I have never done it. There's another one. actually. I think that's about it. Oh! Jesus. Back off! I have no idea what that was meant to do, but never mind. Oh, we have missed one. He's a hyper little motherfucker, isn't he? I swear we've done it here. Here we have. Oh, bugger off! God, you're annoying. It's just amazing how much more cocky and confident you get when you realise that the ghost isn't actually going to hunt you because you cheated and you put it on to friendly ghost like a knob. Oh. Oh, there you are. Oh, fuck off! And I think that's it for these. So a quick run around. Oh, fuck off, you annoying twat! Jesus! I think he's coming for my sanity, you know. So, from a shadow perspective and a UV perspective, I do actually believe that's it. But yeah, you want to try doing all of that whilst in the middle of an active investigation is going to prove to be a bit of a nightmare. I mean, look just how active that fucker is. And look at what it's done to my sanity. So we're going to stick that one up there. We're going to shoot up some sanity meds. Because, you know, we need them. And I'm also getting a little bit pissed off with him. So now what we need to do, we've done all the UV traps. We have done all the shadow ghosts, or at least we believe we've done all the UV traps. What we actually need to do now is go and find 3 collectible items. That wrist looks an awful lot better again. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause for a second. I'm not even going to put yours on hold this time. I'm just literally legging it to the kitchen, which is directly behind me, just to get another drink, so I'll be back in a sec, guys. There we go, nice and easy. I apologise, but I'm also going to make myself a roll-up, because yes, I am a smoker. I know it's bad for my health, do not fucking preach, believe me. Anyway. I'm just looking at this new headset. Oh! Oh, it's got a dial switch on it. Oh, that's for the audio. That's fucking useful. Not. Yeah, sorry guys, I am a bit overwhelmed today. It's been a very long, stressful week. Lots happening, lots of changes are ongoing at the moment, and it's, yeah, it's beginning to get to me a little bit. So I apologise, my game is a little bit off today. But we will get there. We will get there. Right, so we're back on sanity, so hopefully Ghosty over there will shut up. So now what we need to do is we need to find 3 collectibles. These collectibles on a small map shouldn't be a problem, but on a larger map are going to be an absolute fucking nightmare. Purely because, from what I've seen, they are tiny. Absolutely tiny. I will give you a little bit of insight anyway into the new ghosts, just while we're plodding along doing this. So one of them's called Aswang. Yeah, knobhead. What a fucking name. And if I recall correctly, Aswang is one that prefers to know where the victims are and then go straight for you rather than actually pacing around hunting, I believe. Let's have a nosy. Was I correct on that one? Aswang. Yeah, so strengths that when they spot their target they become faster, but the weakness is that they prefer chasing over searching. Very straightforward evidence. So what's that? Freezing, ghost, and dots. So if we did dots, freezing, and writing, yep, so that does work. That's alright then. To get rid of all of that. We're not actually actively searching for the ghost in this. And then we've also got Kalmos. Karmas, summit. Translating to the one who does not see. We have, ladies and gentlemen, a blind fucking ghost. However, there is a caveat to that, and that is that the Karmas has incredibly strong hearing. So you stand like this, baby not going to find you. One step, he's going to get you. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, so we're going to go in and we're going to try and find where all of these 3 little collectibles are. And then away we go. So we do need to be meticulous now. So while we're searching for that, the lights have not come on because the bastards turned the breaker off again. Ghost, please do not. We're gonna have to literally check every table, everywhere. These things are tiny. Which was a bit of Dusty's trailer. Basically, we're looking for anything that looks out of place.
Thanks to Dusty, nothing's right. Only the wagon master's hand keeps them rolling through the promised land.
Yeah, this could take a while. Let's have a bit more lighting over here, please.
Deserts and rocks are in their way.
Sorry, Dusty. So I believe we're looking for like creatures, statue, little model things. Probably about the same size as the salt shaker over there. I assume salt shaker is the correct terminology for you Americans. And that's what we're looking for. Pointless picking up his book because you can't read it. Well, you'd have thought the fan worked, wouldn't you? There we are, look, there's one. So this is weird as fuck. You pick it up, you look at it, and then all of a sudden... rips it right back out your hand. So that's one. I don't think that's part of it. What's that? No, it's just a fucking piece of paper. Ew! Was that somebody's napkin? You sick puppies. Oh, somebody left the handbag. Clearly was in a rush. So that's this side checked out. Right, let's go have a look around here. Let's kill the lights so that we don't trip the breakers again. Yeah, trying to do all of this whilst you're actually doing an active investigation. I have never, ever, ever claimed to be a professional. Nor will I ever claim to be a professional at this game. Until I've got well over 3,000 hours, which I have about 150. Yes, granted, if you are a professional and you've got a little bit of backup, I suppose this would be achievable, but if you're doing it solo, yeah, this seems overly complicated. So, turn them on. Just turn these lights up. Why will you not let me out? Let me out! Thank you. Stupid doors. I actually thought the pepper grinder there was one of them, but it's not. The thing is, they're so obnoxiously small. Order up! Food's ready! It's going to be hard to find them. So you already found one. I believe it's there. There's another one. and all you can hear is like a weird scribble in your book, but yeah, nothing actually comes up. So yeah, that just goes to show just how obnoxiously hard these are going to be to find. So that's 2 out of 3 done. These could be anywhere. The only reason I knew about that one that we've just gone past is because I saw Insim doing it. But can I hell for the life of me remember where the others are? So as we work our way around, we need to kill these lights. Just realised I actually have a head torch and a torch. So let's sack that off. We don't need that. Put that on. There we go. Let's have a look at our sanity. 22 minutes in. Excuse me a moment. Just need to... Used to be able to play with it. Hang on. There we go. Oh. No. You can. Never mind. Quite cool like that. Everything's held on your belt. That's pretty cool. Right, let's have a look in here. These things are ridiculously small. Oh, music box. Can't trigger a hunt because it's unfriendly at the moment. So I don't think it's in here. This last one's rude. This last one's gonna be a twat. Oh look, found him. Ah, it's a daddy. And there's another scribble in the book, but I have no idea what for. I'll pick up a person's phone. Ah, it's just a knockoff Apple phone, isn't it? And that's pretty much it, guys, I actually believe. So that's the Alan Wake objectives. So as you've seen there, that in itself, bearing in mind, we have had no ghost activity. We've not been hunting the ghost, and that in itself took 25 fucking minutes. But I do believe that's all we do for this. So we've done the UVs, we've done all the shadows, and we've done 3 collectibles. So let's get the fuck out of here. And let's see what happens. So, we don't know what ghost it is, so we'll just hazard a guess and say, oh, I don't know, yeah, it was a Fanatin, the breaker off, so I'm just going to say it's a fucking, I don't care. Let's see what happens.
Welcome back. This job's ready for you.
Oh well, wasn't bothered about that. Let's have a look at this. Yes, look at that, it's done. Oh shit, I did need to look at that because that told you something. Alan Wake event points. None. Words of Power 20. So let's go and have a nosy over at the... I should have got points for that, but I didn't. Probably because it was unfriendly. So look. There you go. There's your 20 out of 68. It's probably because I was unfriendly. Right, so Saga, let's have a look. Find dolls and solve 3 doll puzzles. So we know we did that. And this is where the 3 dolls are. Look, there they are. So I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with these.
He shot the moose in the woods, but he did not shoot the deer. He took the deer to his house, and there he made her his wife. We laughed, but he set us straight. The deer is dear to me, in more ways than one, but a moose steak is never a mistake.
So I don't know what to do with these. So I'm going to assume he goes there. I'm going to So he goes there. In fact, you have a love heart, so I'm going to say you belong there. And then you look like an owl, so you must go there. I don't know if that works or not. I have no idea. No idea how to do these. It's all very confusing. Well, that didn't work, did it? Anyway, so that's just a quick rundown, guys. So that's what you got to do now. That's basically your new objectives. You need to collect all of the UVs, you need to get all the shadow guys, and you need to pick up all of them things. And then, I do not know the answer to this part, but you do need to solve a puzzle. I genuinely do not know the answer right now to that. Let's see if this has changed.
Something had shifted. The investigators saw immediately. Ghost hunting contracts for GHD were always strange, but this was something else. Beyond the obvious change in the room, the television sets, the chalk drawings, there was something more subtle. A dark, an unseen presence pressing against the fabric of reality, about to rewrite things for an unknowable purpose. The feeling had emanated from the typewriter that had manifested in the middle of the room with faint clacking of keys. More imagined than heard. The story on the page the investigator was now reading, was the description of what was happening to them now. They were trapped in a story.
Interesting, and that still says Phasmophobia by Alan Wake. So that's a wrap for today, guys, so at least now you know. So those are your objectives, and as soon as I figure out how to resolve all of this side, I will do you guys another video. So, as per usual, guys, thank you for watching. If you liked it, please do leave a like. If you're interested, please do subscribe. It does help me dramatically. It gives me a bigger reach, because obviously I'm new to all of this. And I will see you on the next one. But before we do that, it would be rude not to have a dance out, wouldn't it? Because, you know, we gotta have a dance out. Go on, lad! Yeah, that's the first time I've ever actually got it through the hoop. I need a better mouse. Oh yeah, by the way guys, just so you know, you can actually take a photo of the shadows. The shadow ghost, it does count. It's a freebie for you. One of you. Hey, oh wait. Phasmophobia, okay. To take. Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia. Alright guys, that's me out. You guys take care. Lots of love. All the best. Bye bye now.
Thank you for calling